Okay, let's do this. I see you've reached the quiz question. We need to decide which statements about the KDDcup1999 dataset are true. I'll guide you through each statement. Remember, we're using the fetch_kddcup99 function from scikit-learn to get the dataset. Let's think critically about each choice. This is the final step before we get the answers. This introduces the problem. We're working with the KDDcup1999 dataset, a famous dataset in network security. It's known for its size and use in intrusion detection systems. We're going to evaluate several statements about its characteristics. Scikit-learn's fetch_kddcup99 is how we'll access it. This statement checks if the dataset has a class imbalance. Class imbalance happens when one category has far more examples than others. In this case, are there many more normal network connections than attacks? That's what this statement is about. We need to know if that's a characteristic of this particular dataset. Let's see. This statement asks if there's a mix of data types. Categorical data are things like colors, red, blue, green, while numerical data are things like height or weight. It's asking whether the KDDcup99 dataset has both. Think about what kind of data you might have in a network intrusion detection system. Think about things like connection types and durations of network connection. Let's figure it out. This statement is about the output format. Pandas data frames are a convenient way to work with data. But does fetch_kddcup99 directly give us that? Or do we need to do some extra steps? This is a key thing to check. This statement is about the interpretability. Can network security experts immediately understand the meaning of all the features in the data? Or is there some extra work involved in understanding what the numbers and categories represent? Think about the context of a network intrusion detection system. What kinds of information would be included? This is our final statement to check. This question tests your knowledge of the KDDcup1999 dataset, a popular dataset for network intrusion detection. I'm asking you to identify which statements accurately describe its characteristics. Get ready to put your data knowledge to the test. This statement points out that the dataset is imbalanced. It means there are significantly more normal network connections in the dataset than attacks. Think of it like a bag of marbles. Most are blue, normal. But there are a few red, green, and yellow marbles, different types of attacks. The blue ones massively outnumber all the others. This statement says that all features, variables, in the dataset are simple to understand. I disagree. Many features require specialized knowledge of computer networks and security to fully grasp their meaning. It's like saying that you can easily understand a complex physics equation without any background in physics. Not very likely. This statement suggests that the fetch_kddcup99 function from scikit-learn directly gives you data in a pandas dataframe format. That's incorrect. You'll need to do some extra work to get the data into a pandas dataframe after using fetch_kddcup99 Think of it as getting a raw ingredient, and you still need to cook it before you can eat it. This is the overall topic. I'm assessing your knowledge of this specific dataset's key features, whether it's balanced or imbalanced, the types of features it contains, and the format it's presented in. Think of this as the main theme song of the quiz. This statement highlights that the dataset features come in two main types. Numerical, like the duration of a connection, and categorical, like the type of network protocol. That's a very important thing to remember. It's a bit like having both numbers and words to describe things. I'm describing the key features of the KDDcup1999 dataset, which is a popular dataset for network intrusion detection. We'll explore its properties to understand its strengths and limitations. This refers to whether the dataset has a roughly equal number of examples for each class, or if some classes have far more examples than others. In the KDDcup99 dataset, normal network connections greatly outnumber attack instances. I'm looking at what kinds of data the features are. Are they numbers, like connection time, or categories, like the type of network protocol? The KDDcup99 dataset has both numerical and categorical features. This means what kind of data container holds the dataset. Is it a spreadsheet-like table, a simple list, or something else? The _fetch_kddcup99 function in scikit-learn doesn't directly return a pandas data frame. It gives you something called a bunch object, which needs a bit more work to turn into a data frame. Here I'm asking, how easily can you understand the meaning of each feature in the dataset? Many features in the kddcup99 dataset require specific knowledge of network security to interpret them fully. No, I found that the function returns a scikit-learn bunch object, not a ready-to-use pandas data frame. You need extra steps to convert it. Nope, I discovered that many of these features need a good understanding of networking and security to make sense of them. It's not immediately obvious what some of them mean. Yes, I found both. Some features are numbers, like connection duration, while others are categories, like the type of network protocol used. Absolutely. That's a big yes. The kddcup99 dataset is famously imbalanced. I'm focusing on the key features of the kddcup1999 dataset, a popular resource for network intrusion detection. We'll examine its balance, the types of data it contains, how it's structured, and how easy it is to interpret the data. I'm investigating whether the dataset has a class imbalance. This means I'm checking if one category, like normal network activity, has many more examples than others, like various types of attacks. This is a common problem in datasets, and I need to be aware of it for analysis. I'm determining the types of data features in the dataset. Are they numerical, like numbers representing connection duration, or are they categorical, like text representing network protocols? Understanding this is essential for choosing the right analysis methods. I'm checking the format of the dataset as returned by the _fetch_kddcup99 function in scikit-learn. Is it immediately usable as a pandas data frame, or does it need extra work to convert it? Knowing this helps me prepare for analysis. I'm assessing how easy it is to understand the features in the dataset. Can domain experts readily interpret them without needing extra processing or background? This impacts how easily insights can be gained. I'll answer whether the statement related to dataset imbalance is true or false based on my understanding of kddcup1999. I'll answer whether the statement related to feature types is true or false based on my understanding of kddcup1999. I'll answer whether the statement related to data structure is true or false based on my understanding of scikit-learn's _fetch_kddcup99 function. I'll answer whether the statement related to feature interpretability is true or false based on my understanding of the kddcup1999 dataset. This identifies the overall question type. It's a multiple-choice question about the kddcup1999 dataset. I'm focusing on the features of the kddcup1999 dataset, a popular resource for network intrusion detection. It's a rich dataset, and understanding its quirks is key to using it effectively. This is a multiple-choice question testing your understanding of the kddcup1999 dataset. I'll be evaluating your knowledge of this specific dataset. This is the core question. Let's dive into the possible answers and figure out which ones are correct about this famous dataset. This statement discusses class imbalance, a common problem where one category has way more examples than others. In this case, normal network connections heavily outweigh various attack types. This option focuses on the types of data within the dataset. Categorical features are like labels, e.g., protocol type, while numerical features are measurable values, e.g., connection duration. I'm checking if you know the dataset has both kinds. This statement deals with the data structure returned by a function called _fetch_kddcup99 . It's important to know what type of object this function gives you so you can work with the data correctly. Pandas data frames are super common in data analysis. Here, I'm testing your understanding of how easy or difficult it is to interpret the data. Sometimes, data needs some cleaning or transformation before it's easy to understand. This section just labels the next part, a visual aid to better understand the dataset. This is a conceptual visual of what the dataset might look like, showing its different features and how they relate to each other. Think of it as a bird's eye view. This refers to a visual that would aid in the understanding of the kddcup99 dataset. The visualization would show the relationships between various features and classes within the dataset. I'm describing the key traits of the kddcup1999 dataset, which is a famous collection of data used in network intrusion detection. We'll be focusing on its balance, the types of features it has, and how easily we can understand those features. This statement points out a key characteristic of the kddcup99 dataset. CLASSIMBALANCE. It means there are way more examples of normal network traffic than there are of attacks. This imbalance is important to consider when analyzing the dataset. This statement means that the dataset doesn't just have numbers. It also has features that are categories, like the type of network protocol used. Having both types of features is common in real-world datasets. This is incorrect. The _fetch_kddcup99 function doesn't directly give you a pandas data frame, which is a structured data format commonly used in Python for data analysis. You'll need to do some extra work to convert the output into a data frame. This statement is also false. Many of the features in this dataset require specialized knowledge of computer networks and security to fully understand. It's not a simple dataset where every feature is immediately clear to everyone. This is the core question. You need to decide which of the statements A through D about the kddcup99 dataset are true based on its characteristics. While not directly part of answering the true-false question, visualizing the dataset, perhaps in a chart or graph, can help you get a better feel for its properties.